two, and
This is Kyanah Chanel, and I am Miss Royalty International Junior Teen, and you are tuned in to Danaya Azure Radio.
hello, Kiana Chanel. How are you? And welcome to Deny Azure Radio.
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I am good. I have heard so many amazing things about you. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Kyanah, and I am Miss Royalty International Junior Teen. I model, I do pageants, and I dance. Earlier in last year, in about like February, I had went to Atlanta and I had got asked if I could do a pageant. And I had no experience, no nothing. So I went into the pageant and I actually won.
Wow, that's amazing. And tell everyone how old you are.
I'm 14 years old and I am a freshman in high school.
That's awesome. So, what made you want to get into pageants?
So I've been wanting to do pageants since I was little, but I've never really been interested into it until like now. So when Sherry Gerhardt asked me if I wanted to be in a pageant, of course I said yes.
Absolutely. So, how did you originally get into dancing?
So everyone says that I've been dancing since I was really little, since like I was
Mhm.
5. So I joined on a local dance team in Indianapolis, the Nick Expressions Dance Company. That was the dance team that I joined, and I've been dancing for 8 years. But
Mhm.
I had ended up quitting dance so I could start modeling.
Oh. So, what is one of the first, like, your first things you did when it came to modeling? Like, what was your first experience with modeling?
So my first experience with modeling, it was I think I started when I was about like 8 and I had
Mhm.
been asked to do like a local fashion show for one of my close friends. She had asked me if I could be in a fashion show and I didn't want to do it at first cuz I wasn't really interested. But once I did it, I got comfortable and then that's kind of when my whole career started.
I love it. I love it. So what is your platform?
So when I won my title, my platform was originally feeding the homeless and giving back to them because I think that everyone is entitled to a meal. But after I had won my title, I decided to change it to anti-bullying.
Why did you choose an anti-bullying platform?
So I decided to change it to anti-bullying because I know that's something that kids in my generation are going through, and I feel like it's something that I can definitely connect to as me being a part of the youth to speak on it and speak up about it. So that's kind of why I chose that platform.
So you've had to do that for your friends already?
Yes,
Hmm. And mom taught you that it's not nice to bully people, right?
it's not, and it doesn't feel good to be bullied either.
At all, not at all. And I think it's really important that you know that now, so that when you get older, you'll know how to treat people when you're in charge.
Right.
Hmm. Hmm. So, what has been your biggest inspiration when it comes to dancing?
My biggest inspiration is probably just being myself
Hmm.
because I feel like when I dance, that allows me to really just be myself when I dance. It's like no one judges me, and it gives me a. It's like my safe spot. It's like a place for me
Mm.
to just do whatever I want. It lets me be loose. It lets me feel free. So I think that's my biggest inspiration is just being myself when I dance.
What kind of dance do you do?
So I've done lyrical, hip hop, majorette, and praise dance.
Nice. Okay, I love it. I love it. And Miss Royalty International Junior, Miss Kyanah Chanel's my desk here on Danaya Azure Radio. So, what kind of music do you listen to?
I like old school and
Hmm.
R&B.
So so let's think. So who would you say is one? I'll give me three of your favorite artists.
Three of my favorite artists.
Hmm.
Um, I would say her, Beyonce, and Michael Jackson.
Really? Okay. Very good choices. Yeah, her actually started her career very, very young. And so that's a very, very good choice. Absolutely. So what do you plan to do with your title reign?
So my title is actually coming up to an end, so I'm trying to really get everything that I need out before my reign is over. So I plan on still, going out feeding the homeless, still going to small groups and places to talk about bullying, and still being solid the whole way through, with or without my title.
So what would you say has been one of your most memorable experiences during your title reign?
So over the summer, I got to talk to a group of girls at a summer camp, and it was like really nice. The girls were so nice, so sweet. They had lots of questions for me, and overall, it was just like all these kids loved me, and I was just like so happy and so heartfelt, and it almost kind of made me cry because like, wow, like I really didn't expect it.
I love it. It's always a pleasure when you can go somewhere and you get to inspire little
Right.
children, so especially young girls, because it's so hard right now when it comes to young girls and all the pressures that they have when it comes to what the quote unquote beauty standard is and all of those kinds of things.
Yes.
So, what's one thing that you've had to overcome that mom helped you with?
One thing that I had to overcome was public speaking because I get really nervous and I have really bad anxiety. So like when it comes to speaking, I did not like it. I was really nervous. I would start sweating. I would start shaking. I would have mental breakdowns. But I learned from her that I just need to take a deep breath
Hmm.
and just act like nobody's there and just speak
Exactly.
from the heart.
Exactly. And when you speak from your heart, you're never going to go wrong.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's one person or 1 million. I promise you. When you speak from your heart, you're going to make an impact the same way that you did.
Yes.
You know, Miss Sherry was like, "You have to interview my Miss Royalty International Junior. You have to." I'll check her out. I saw a post that you made on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely. I'm glad I chose you because you were definitely making some waves, Miss Lady."
Yes.
So, what are you gonna do after your reign is over?
So I still plan on modeling because that's gonna be like my full time job now.
Yes.
Um,
Okay. Beautiful.
yes. Um, I think I will be doing another pageant. I don't know when though, but
Hmm.
I definitely plan on doing another pageant and then still pushing hard for my platform.
Nice. So, still pushing hard for the anti-bullying. Still pushing hard for the
Yes.
to end homelessness. I love it. I love it. Yes. So, what do you want to be doing in the next 3 to 5 years?
Um, Next 3 to 5 years, I wanna I definitely want to get out of Indiana if my modeling career goes further and further. I do want to get out of Indiana and I do want to be a top model. That's my goal I'm pushing for right now.
So, what does it mean to you to be a top model?
What it means to me to be a top model is I'm doing everything, and when I mean everything, I mean I'm getting booked back and forth every day and going places, meeting new people, interacting with new people, socializing. I feel like that's what it means to be a top model
Mhm.
and be as professional as you can.
And that is very important. That is the most important part, is being professional, researching
Mm-hmm.
everyone, making sure that mom comes to every single audition, every single photo shoot.
Yes.
Because the biggest thing about being a top model is making sure that you're safe, right?
Yes.
hmm And that's going to really help with the anti-bullying campaign, because you can help people to see, like, look, what you look at, what you see in that magazine isn't always what it look like.
Right.
That kids can't be the norm. Absolutely. So who are some of the dancers that are in the industry that you look up to?
um, Chris Brown for sure.
Okay.
Another one would be. Ooh,
There's a lot of them.
there are a lot.
hmm Have you seen what the Jabberwockies have done?
Yes. Oh, I love
hmm
them so much. I feel
hmm
like that's like a different type of dance, and that's a dance that you don't really see a lot.
Because it's really hard, and it's
It
and
is
it's
really
really hard
hard.
to be in a group and be that succinct.
You
It's
have to definitely look like one.
yes, exactly, exactly. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. So, when everything is said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say to be true to myself. No matter how hard it gets, is to always be true to myself and don't give up. I think that's what I want my legacy to be.
And that's a beautiful legacy. So, why don't we do this? I want
Mhm.
you to say, give your shout outs, and then tell people when they can follow you, find you, and book you. Okay?
Okay, so I would like to shout out my grandmother and my grandfather for always being there for me and always helping me out the whole way through. I would like to give a shout out to Sherry Gerhardt for giving me so many opportunities and so many doors to open. Thank you. I would like to give a shout out to Regina Warren. She was my first model coach that I've been with. So thank you. I would also like to thank my family because they are the most supportive people that I have ever met, and they are supporting me day and night. So I would love to thank them. And you can also follow me at Kyanah_Chanel on all platforms.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So, one more thing. What has it been like working with Sherry Gerhardt?
Oh, it's been amazing. It was great. When I mean amazing, I mean amazing. First time I started working with Sherry was the pageant last year in February. She has really been thriving and pushing me for so many things. She pushed me to get into pageants. She's gotten me to New York Fashion Week. She's gotten me into the Kentucky Derby. She's gotten me into Chicago shows. Now I'm in magazines and on billboards. I've really gone a far way and a long way with Sherry.
Sherry is incredible. She truly has changed the lives of so many young girls and women, and I look forward to seeing how your career is just going to blossom.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Lady, it was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
You are so very welcome. Have an amazing day.
You too.
And tell your mom thank you. All
I will.
right, sweetheart, take care. Bye.